Hello and welcome to Henry's Digital World. This tutorial is for you even if you are a complete beginner, a hobbyist, or someone who is just curious about how websites work. You are in the right place to build your skills and confidence. I am Henry and this video is part of my HTML tutorial series where we learn and create amazing web projects step by step. You can find all the code we write during these tutorials on my GitHub page as shown on the screen. If you would like to support this journey and help me create even better content, please feel free to show some love at seller.co/showlove/hdw. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on YouTube for more coding tutorials at Code with Henry. Now let's dive into today's lesson and bring some awesome ideas to life. Welcome back everyone. Today we are going to discuss HTML head elements. HTML head elements are crucial to HTML because they include certain links and metadata that are important to the appearance and behavior of a web page. Here I have my index.html file in a new folder called lesson 2. I'll create a new file here called style.css. This CSS file will only have minimal CSS, just little CSS, because we are not really doing CSS right now. It is just for reference purposes only. So I will import what we did in our last class into this place. I just imported it. This is exactly what we did in the last class. I copied and pasted it. At the top in the head tag, in the file explorer, we have our files here. That's if you go to these extensions, can you see that pinch to zoom which I'm tapping? Pinch to zoom is an extension. You can go to that part and press explore and download them. That pinch to zoom allows you to zoom and make it smaller. So let's get started immediately. I would like to modify the head so that we can explain what all of these things they mean. Okay, let's start from that this metadata which are there. Let's remove that IEH HTTP equiv. We only have our character set there right now. So this UTF-8, look at that title. Title is what shows on the web page. It's like a description. Can you see top there? It says document. So I'm going to change what's there. I'm going to change it to something else. Let's say welcome to Henry's Digital Workshop. Alright, that should do it. And when you check it, it should show that at the top, but we won't check right now. Let's go to the next one. Look at that meta character set UTF-8. There are different kind of character set, but this UTF-8, it supports almost every HTML5 character. So I've never even used any other one before. I always use UTF-8. That's really crucial. It is important. We should just stick to that one. Alright, so the next thing we'll do is the viewport. This metadata, it has two different attributes in it. So make sure you open your metadata tags very well. Don't do any capital letters too. I don't do capital letters, all small. Alright, we're going to say meta name is equal to viewport. It's viewport. We don't, okay. So another attribute there is content width, and then the width is equal to device width DEVI. Then can you see the hyphens, a comma there, then you say initial scale is equal to please don't forget the hyphens. I almost forgot that initial scale should be 1.0. This will make sure that whatever you design will fit exactly will match the screen of the web or of whatever device you are using. You're supposed to put the closing tag properly. That's why that error is there. That's what we use prettier for, to detect errors and to format our code properly. So it will always be full screen. Whatever we design, it will always match the width of the screen. So the next meta is that HTTP quiv. For it make sure that whatever you do on the website is compatible with old versions of Internet Explorer Edge. You can see them there. So you can see XUA compatible. I don't really usually type them out. I just so it makes sure that characters render effectively on on other, what do I call it, on other browsers. The next one is a description. So you just say meta, open a meta tag and say meta, then the content will be description. No, I mean the name will be description, I mean, then the content. You see, I already put the closing tag, that's important. Name will be description, type them in quotes. So content, well, the content will be what? Just type content, and make sure they're always in quotes. That's equal to the quotes. It helps search engine optimization. Whatever you type here, it shows up on search engine. So if you search something related to what I type in there, it will show on the web page. So I'll just type a quick description that says, welcome to Henry's Digital Workshop, where we build, learn, and create amazing projects. Alright, so that's the motto for Henry's Digital Workshop: build, learn, and create. So the next one we'll do is author. So the meta name will be author, and then the content will be your name. So you just say meta, then say name. Name will be author, and then the content is my name, of course, and you should put your name there. If you like to put my name, no issues. Make sure your name is there. Now the next thing we'll do is learn how to put a fave icon. Fave icon is the small logo, the small picture that will show at this top left. Look at this now. This place where we have the hair symbol at the top left, it would be the fave icon inside. So the first thing we'll do is we need the fave icon picture inside our folder, and then we'll use a link. We'll use a link tag, to a link element, to call that picture. So the first thing we need to do is import that picture into this folder. So I will advise you to go to your file manager. Here I'm in my file manager, and I have a picture here named logo html png. So look at, just go there, then move. I'll copy that particular, or move it, whatever you want to do, to that particular folder. So I'm putting it in Henry. That's the name of the folder. So the next thing we just do is go back here, and then if you check the top there now, you should be able to see it there. Okay, there it is at the top, as we can see out here, logo html png. So we have to remember the name of the file, and the next thing we have to do is just go straight. Oh, we have a typo here. This is a double C, it's just C for content. Okay, we go to the next line and say a link for what? It's for fave icon. Look at it, it even shows up here, but sometimes you have to type it with your sometimes you have to type it on, you have to type it yourself. So here now, if it says, okay, type, I don't really use this rel, I use href. So it's not a must you put this there, and then just type link and then put href fave icon, and then put this closing tag also. So I just save, but our href, this is not our href is the link. Where is the file? What's the name of the file? So we have logo, can you see, logo html.png. So let's run the code now and see. Okay, why is it not showing up? We might have an error there. Let's check again. Yeah, probably the rel is more important than I thought. So just put it. How is it related to the page? It's an icon. So just put rel icon. I saved, and then we run the code again. Well, it shows up. Do you get it now? So let's go to the next step. Reload file. Okay, sure. Yeah, the other thing we can add is a style. I'm just going to paste it in there. You don't really need to know what this works like. You can find all of this code in on my GitHub page. So look at this now. This is a style. It's for the body. This is a font family, background color, and everything. So let's check what it looks like now. Can you see it's changed it a bit? Okay, now this is the styling. The styling can be added to the head to make it look okay, but I'm going to remove this, or instead I'll comment it out so that you can always see it later. Okay, so I'll just cut it. Okay, and then do a comment. If you remember what a comment looks like, if you don't remember, this should be a refresher for you. Okay, we didn't close it very well. Yeah, that's it. Then you just paste what you want to paste in between, and we are good. Okay, so I commented it out so that you can always find it later. Okay, so I'm going to collapse it so that it doesn't disturb us too much. Oh, I collapsed the whole head. I'm sorry about that, please. Let's find the particular part we're collapsing. Okay, the whole head is collapsing again, so I guess it's just some misbehavior. Let's just continue. Okay, so one other thing you can do is let's open our other CSS file and paste the exact same CSS, except it is not going to have this style because it is a style sheet on its own, so it doesn't need all of this. Can you see? So let's go to the HTML file. Okay, so now you will see that it will just automatically disappear. All of the stylings we had has disappeared. Then to link this back to that file, you need another link file. Then you say link. Okay, there's link for CSS. Look at it, just it really makes it all easy. We don't really need most of it, especially this media all the type. Well, that's the only type for CSS, but you can put it. So we need the rel. How is it related to it? Style sheet, the href. That's this is the only thing that can really change. That's the name of your file. You can make it me.css, henry.css, or whatever, but it can be style.css. Fine. The type is text and it's a CSS file. So that's the way you write it. Now let's check it. It will add everything that is in that CSS file into here. Can we see how cool this is? Now to wrap it up, we can add a little bit of JavaScript. Now you can also create a new JavaScript and name it, maybe script.js, and then instead of, okay, I just pasted an inline JavaScript here. This will log something to the console that says welcome to Henry's digital workshop. Now you don't need to know how JavaScript works really, so doing this now, you can add this to the another an external JavaScript file. For example, just like we did with this style.css, but it will not be a script file. Instead, it will be Java. It will be script. Then you'll be like source is equal to the name of the file. You just put source and then put the name of the file. But instead, I will not be doing an external JavaScript. So now let's look at the web page. It doesn't show anything here, but when you click the three bars and click console, can you see welcome to Henry's digital workshop as far as the page loaded? So to recap everything we have done in this lesson, we have done a couple of possibilities on things we can do in the head. Okay, we have the character set, the viewport, the internet explorer, optimization, the description, the author, and a couple of links, and also a script. So this will be everything for this chapter, and we'll also do more on text basics in our next chapter. See you in the next class.